Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. I got a quick review of an awesome vintage toy that's pretty rare, pretty obscure. So I want to get a proper high definition kind of video on it, because I don't think there's that many that exist out there. So let's take a look at Dragonriders of the Styx Skull Sled. So welcome to my channel. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great toy videos, 80s, 90s nostalgic videos, and things of that nature. Yeah, I got another collector that bought my Skull Sled from me, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick review on it before I send it out to Andrew. He's going to complete his Dragonriders of the Styx collection, so that's cool. Anyways, let's take a look at this toy. Alright, let's do a review on the Dragonriders of the Styx Skull Sled. Alright, so Dragonriders of the Styx is a fantasy toy line from the early 80s, probably around 1983 whenever the actual action figures came out. I think there maybe have been like a play set or something that came out in 1981 possibly, but during the time Dungeons and Dragons was really popular, so this was a knockoff toy line basically to complement Dungeons and Dragons or as an alternative. And so there was a lot of different little vehicles like this, and then some individual figures and stuff. And this is one of the vehicle sets, the Skull Sled with the driver. And it's a really cool set, but really dark fantasy theme when you think about it. I mean, all black with silver snakes, you know, some silver in there, and this Death Rider, and that Skull Sled, just this big menacing skull. It's really cool. So I guess we'll take a look at the rider first. So I am missing his shield. He does come with a black shield. There's other Dragonriders of the Styx figures that come with the same shield, just a brown one, like Ragnar, one of the main characters, for example, comes with a brown shield. Well, this one should just have a black shield. A little harder to find, but he comes with a little sword there. And this figure's pretty cool. He's got a silver painted skull medallion. Some pretty cool detailing on his trunks, and then the cool thing about this figure is you got one face there, but then you flip it around, you got a even creepier face. So it is very neat. It's a neat figure. So articulation on Dragonriders of the Styx figures, they got the head rotates from left to right, and then the arm has a single point of articulation on the shoulders, but then the legs do at least have a 2 points where they can do a sitting position, of course, because they need to sit down in the vehicles. And you can see there it's on scale with G.I. Joe, so pretty cool stuff. Yeah, very wicked figure, looks awesome. Now let's take a look at the Skull Sled itself. So the Skull Sled is a pretty small vehicle, kind of like on the scale of one of the very small G.I. Joe vehicles. Here's the Armadillo tank G.I. Joe. So a little bit smaller than that. So it's a very interesting little sled here. First off, let's take a look at that skull. Look at that menacing looking skull. Very cool. It's a nice piece, but this thing, I could see how easily this would have gotten broken, so to have one still intact, it's fortunate. So it's connected by one screw there on the bottom. I think it's only one screw, and then yeah, on the bottom there are some little wheels. Oh yes, and I didn't mention the make. Says here 1983 Multi Toys Corporation, so made in Hong Kong. So that's cool too, because it's got that Hong Kong that we won't see anymore. The wheels roll good. Then the inside, there is a little bit of design on the seat there. Otherwise, it's just pretty much bare bones. And then you've got the two snakes. These are rubber snakes that have a little paint on them. And there's some pegs. I really don't want to take the snakes off. They're kind of a little bit challenging to get back on. I mean, they don't cooperate super well. But the idea is you can remove the snakes and play with them, although like this rubber is not brittle, but it's kind of stiff, so the play value is not there anymore. But there's some little connection pegs and stuff to keep the snakes in the right spot, but the snakes are removable. which makes it even more hard to find those vintage snakes. I got lucky and had it I got it all together. So let's throw the figure in there and see what he looks like. There we go. Dragonriders of the Styx Skull Sled with Rider. Pretty wicked stuff. I like it. It's just not something for me to get into collecting. I decided to go ahead and pass it along. So Andrew picked him up for his collection, picked it up, so I hope he enjoys it. This is what the last piece he needed to collect to finish his Dragonriders of the Styx collection. I enjoyed having it as long as I did. I've had it for maybe close to a couple years now. It's pretty neat, but I've decided I'm not going to collect every single toy line, so this is one I chose to pass along. Well, there it is. Quick review on the vintage 1983 Dragonriders of the Styx Skull Sled with Rider. Pretty obscure toy line. I know a lot of people love it. It's cool. Let me know how you guys are on Dragonriders of the Styx. Do you collect it? How far along are you? What do you guys think of this kind of toy? This would be a cool toy to for somebody to get the license to do some remakes of. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this quick review. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.